Hello all and welcome to the second video on programming in C and data structure. So in the last video we have discussed about the syntax and working of conditional matching statements. So where we have studied the syntax and the working of all the conditional matching statement, that is simple if else, nested if, cascaded if else or else if ladder, and switch statement. So today let us discuss on the looping statement which is present in C programming language. So as you can see here, the looping statement, the loop, the meaning is it will repeatedly execute till certain condition is reached. So while solving complex problems, we will going to use a looping statement where the statement or block of statements will execute continuously till certain condition is satisfied. So in C programming language, we have three types of looping statements. First one is while loop, second one is do while loop, and third one is for loop. So where while and for is called as entry control loop or pre-tested loop, because here the condition is checked before the control enters into the body of loop. Hence it is called as pre-tested loop. Whereas do while loop is only a exit control loop or post-tested loop. So the meaning of post-tested or exit control is here first control enters into the body of loop, later it will check the condition. Hence it is called as post-tested. Pre-tested means first it will check the condition, then it will enters into the body of loop. Post-tested means first it will enters into the body of loop, after that condition will be checked. Okay. So let us discuss about the first looping statement, that is while loop. Okay. So this is a simple looping statement available in C programming language, and this is also called as pre-tested loop or entry control loop, where the condition or expression will be evaluated first. If it is true, then only it will enters into the body of loop or block of statement. So after that block of statement will be executed, again it will check for the condition. Again if it is true, then again body of loop or block of statements will be executed. So this process repeat till this condition becomes false. So once this condition becomes false, then control directly transferred to statement X and statement X will be executed. So this is the working procedure of while looping statement. And one more very important thing that you have to remember here is this while is a keyword, so hence you have to write it in lowercase letters. So this is called as open flower bracket, or this is the entry for body of loop, and this flower bracket, that is closing flower bracket, it indicates the exit of the body of loop. So within that we will write a set of statements. That set of statements are called as block of statements or body of loop. Okay, so this is the syntax and working of the while loop. So let us consider for an example. Here I have taken one example where I have to display one message hello world for 10 times. Look at this. So where I have declared one variable I is equal to 1, which is an integer variable. So this is the condition or expression while I less than or equal to 10. So till this I value is less than or equal to 10, this body of loop or this block of statement execute continuously. Once this condition is failed or condition becomes false, it will go out of loop and statement X. This get ch is as statement X now. So this will be executed after that. So until that, it will repeatedly execute this body of statement. Look at this now, the value of I is 1. So I less than or equal to 10, the condition is true now. So one time it will execute this printf statement and hello world will be printed one time. So next I have done I is equal to I plus 1. That means I have incremented the value of I by 1. So now value of I becomes 2. Again it will check the condition. So I is less than or equal to 10. Again it is true. Again second time this printf statement will be executed. So second time hello world will be printed. So this loop or this body of loop repeats till the value of I is equal to 10. So now check the condition I less than or equal to 10. So value of I is 10, 10 less than or equal to 10, condition is again true. Again one more time the printf will be executed. So 10 times the hello world will be printed. And now I is equal to I plus 1. What is the value of I now? It is 11. So check the condition now. 11 less than or equal to 10. So condition fails, so then it will come out of the loop and or it will exit from the loop and get ch statement will be executed and it will close your program. So this is how the while loop works. So this is an example for while loop. Similarly, we can write many of the example as I have discussed in class. We have written some 32 programs by while loop and all the programs are very important programs. So I request you to practice all the programs because in exam they can ask any kind of program. So I request you to go through the program, practice the program. Okay. So let us come to the next looping statement, that is do while loop. As I already mentioned, this do while loop is only one loop which is called as exit control loop or post tested loop, because here the condition or expression will be checked after it enters into the body of loop. So first it enters into the body of loop, then it will check the condition. Hence it is called as exit control loop or post tested loop. So look at the syntax of do while. So where it starts with the keyword do, so then open floor bracket, then this is called as block of statement or body of loop. After that you have to close the floor bracket and immediately you have to write while, this is a keyword, and the condition or expression you have to write it within pair of parentheses. Okay, so after that it ends with semicolon. So this is very important here. So as I already explained in the class, semicolon is very important in do while. So after the end of while this condition or expression, you have to put semicolon. Okay, so after that statement X. So as I already mentioned, this is post tested loop. So first control enters into the body of loop first. So it will execute this block of statements or body of loop, then it will come for while and it will check the expression. So if the expression is true, again it will go back and again it will execute this block of statement or body of loop. Again it will check the expression, again the control comes here and again it will check the expression or condition. Again if it is true, again then it will go and execute block of statement or body of loop. So this process repeats till this expression or condition becomes fail or false. So once this expression or condition becomes false, so then control will directly transport to statement X and statement X will be executed. So this is the working procedure of do while loop. Okay, so there is lot of difference syntactically and the working wise. There is lot of difference between while and do while. Okay, so let us look at the same example which I have explained for while loop. So here the same example I have written it for do while loop. Look at this. Okay, again same hello world message you have to print for 10 times. Okay, and the same thing which is there in the body of loop of while loop, you have to write it in the body of loop of do while loop. That's it. There is no such difference between while and do while loop while writing the program. So whatever is there in the body of while looping statement, you have to write the same statement within the body of do while statement. That's it. So we have written many examples. That same example what we have written for while loop, we have converted it into do while loop. So we have already seen this example. Okay, so look at this. First control enters here. So first time it will print hello world. So one time it will be printed. So I value is equal to 1. Now I am doing or I am implementing value of I by 1. So now value of I is 2. So then it will check the condition. Now I is 2, 2 less than or equal to 10, condition is true. Again it will go back and again it will print this hello world message. Again I is equal to I plus 1. Now the value of I is 3. So 3 is less than or equal to 10. Again condition is true. Again it will execute the printf and it will print hello world. So now I is equal to I plus 1. The value of I becomes 4. Check the condition, 4 less than or equal to 10. Again it is true. Again it will go back and execute hello world. So like this it will execute this body of loop or it will repeat this body of loop for 10 times. After that I value, that is I is equal to I plus 1, it becomes 11. Now check the condition, 11 less than or equal to 10, it is false. So it will come out of the loop and this is the statement X here. So get ch and end of the program. So like this the do while loop will execute. So first the control enters into the body of loop, after that it will check the condition, hence it is called as pre-tested loop or exit control loop. So here are the some example that what I have written. Already we have discussed all this example in the class. So we have written 32 examples on do while loop. So I request you to practice all the example on all looping statements. So once you try to practice, so it becomes perfect for you and you will get a lot of knowledge out of it, and it would be very easy for you to write in examination. Okay, so let us look at the difference between while and do while loop. So while, again, as I mentioned, it is entry control loop where first it will execute the block of statement or body of loop repeatedly, and then it will check the condition. Once the condition becomes false, then it will come out of the loop or it will terminate the loop. So whereas do while loop, it is exit control loop. Okay. So where first it will enters into the body of loop or body of loop will be executed once, then after that it will check the condition. If the condition is true, again it will repeat the body of loop or body of loop will be repeatedly executed. Once the condition becomes false, then it will terminate the loop or it will come out of the loop. Okay, look at this. Second difference, if the given condition is false for the first time, then it will not execute body of loop. Okay, so for do while loop, if the given condition is false for the first time, then body of do while loop works at least once. So at least once it will execute the body of loop, even though the condition becomes false, because first it will enters into the body of loop, then it will check the condition. Hence, at least one time the body of loop will be executed. And this is the syntax of do while loop, and this is the syntax of this is the syntax of while loop, and this is the syntax of do while loop that we have already discussed. And we can also write about flowchart, the difference between flowchart of while loop and do while loop. So that also we can take it as an example for the difference between the while and do while loop. And one example, which is this is the example on while loop, and the same example we can write it by using do while loop. So that is also one of the difference. And as we know, this is called as pre-tested loop and this is called as post-tested loop. So this is also another difference between while and do while. So this is very important because many times this question was asked in previous question paper, that is the difference between while and do while. Explain or differentiate between while and do while. So let us come for the third looping statement, which is very important, that is called as for loop statement, where it is also one kind of a looping statement in C language, where again it is pre-tested loop, means the condition will be checked before it enters into the body of loop. So first it will check the condition, then if it is true, body of loop will be executed. So look at this, this is the syntax of for loop, where it is divided into three parts. So first part is called as initialization part, where initialization is nothing but assigning the values to the variable. Next part is called as condition or expression. So next part is called as increment or decrement. So you can either increment the value of variable or you can also decrement the value of variable depending on your program. Okay, and all these three parts will be separated by semicolon. Okay, this is very important to remember here. So all these three parts of for loop is separated by semicolon. And then open floor bracket, write the body of loop or block of statement, then close the floor bracket, after that statement X. So this is the for loop. Here the first part is initialization, so where we can initialize the variable, then condition will be evaluated. So if the condition or expression is evaluated to true, then body of loop or block of statements will be executed. So then again control will transfer to either increment or decrement. It will increment the value of variable or decrement the value of variable. Again it will check for the condition or expression. Again if it is true, body of loop will be executed. Then again go for increment or decrement. Again check the condition. Again if it is true, again body of loop or block of statement will be executed. Again go for increment or decrement. Again check the test condition or check the expression. If it is true, again block of statements will be executed. So this process repeats till this condition or expression becomes false. So once this condition or expression becomes false, then it will come out of the loop. So statement X will be executed later. So very important thing is to remember here that so initialization here takes place only once. Okay, and these two things, this condition and increment or decrement, will be takes place for many a times. Okay, so this two process will or these two parts will repeat continuously, but initialization will takes place only once. This is very important. Okay, so this is the syntax and working of for loop. The same hello world